not get lost some sort of talent?
Best they don't see you over in the west, then. I'm heading east. With you here.
What a place. Film surprises. Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Rotten onion skin? Best they don't see you over in the west, then. I'm heading east.
Hello.
With you here.
What a place. Full of surprises.
Okay. So
I'm heading east.
today we're going to look at some,
See you over in the west.
I suppose, lore bits. I suppose is what you could call them. Um,
Is the ability to not get lost
some
some
stuff
sort of
related
talent?
to lore that dropped in this batch, but
Full of surprises.
they're not all the same. So I don't know how else to group them other than to say that they're all bits of lore. Um, so yeah, we're gonna look at those. Uh, Admittedly, they're not a lot.
Best they don't
So
see
maybe
you
if
over
I'm
in the
still up
west.
for it when I'm done, I might start this. Uh, I always do record this, uh, but I usually record them off stream because you only get 5 by day. I think they do. Let me see. The limit. Uh huh. Well, it doesn't save. It collects over day each day. So like ever since this came out, I haven't talked to anyone. So do those are all of them available if I do them now? I have no idea. But anyways,
Where do we come from?
we'll see.
And where are we going?
But for starters, we need to talk about this. It's very important. I don't think he has gotten a single story unlocked since the beginning of the game. Like, we knew all of this, like character details, character story 1, character story 2, and vision. We knew all of this. It's been in the game for a long time. But when did this unlock, for example? Talking about the 7 and yeah, after we met Paimon, so I would assume it was unlocked in 1.0 as well as this one. So yeah, the fact that we have a new story is crazy. So I had to go on stream and talk about it. You know, I've been avoiding it just so I could have my first reactions recorded for future reference. So yeah, gotta get ready to read. They're usually somewhat long, not terribly long, but oh, okay, it's more or less the same. Okay, let me get comfortable on my chair. Okay. 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 So you made no promises. Though you made no promises, though it was an agreement the other party made one-sidedly. You um capitalized. That's weird. Um though you made no promises, though it was an agreement the other party made one-sidedly, you nonetheless set out on a sojourn across the 7 nations to reach the journey's end. It would be a stretch to call this a pleasant path. As your feet took you forward, you witnessed and were pulled into the crisis of each nation faced. Perhaps this is no coincidence. Perhaps some tremendous tremor deeper beneath the world is to blame for the waves of catastrophe. The Sarisa's plan to collect the Gnosis persists apace, while the terrifying force corrupting the world awaits opportunities to strike. And the Abyss Order, the organization led by your own flesh and blood, from the Loom of Fate operational launch to the Atlas of the New World's completion, you know deep down that their actions are changing the fate of this world. As you gradually understand said world, you have also come to understand the things your sister, but this has not made your journey any easier, nor your footsteps lighter. That was not what you expected at first. I feel like it's a whole lot of nothing. Did they say anything that we didn't know? To be fair, Character Story 2 is also like a summary of events, so I shouldn't be surprised. But yeah, she says she constantly is saying we'll talk at our journeys at our journeys end. Um, and we don't have any way to refute it because she's just saying that and then disappearing, so it's not like we can try to convince her otherwise. So yeah, it is, in fact, an agreement the other party made one-sidedly. Well, Dane did say, and I tend to believe him, that there are no coincidences. Uh, so yeah, no, I don't think it is a coincidence. I'm inclined to go with some tremendous tremor deeper beneath the world is to blame for the waves of catastrophe. I wanna know how this sentence would have continued. To gradually understand said world, Tevat, you have also come to understand the things your sister has done? I don't know. Thing. Okay. So, not really much to say about that one. It's mostly a summary. So, let's go to uh, let me do one. is it not going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go to Skirk's weapon description. Oh, there we go. That's better. Okay. So, it's called Asher Light, and it reads: The laws shall not be tested, nor shall the strictures be questioned, or the scriptures infringed. This I once believed, proclaimed, and ordained. Only when the gentle starlight brushed against mine eyes, unveiling itself to me atop the white stone mountain of song, was the desire placed in my heart to speak to you of the coming sunrise. Brothers, sisters, you who have submitted to the primordial master, let me tell of the truth I have witnessed. One of us shall wander beneath moonless night, drinking a sea of tears in futility for kin who will not return. Another shall trudge across gilded sands, never to comprehend scarlet sincerity or ardent admiration. Still another shall shrink into the dark, into bone-piercing hostility, until the promised tides arise to play out one final melody. And still another shall wander ever, in dreams solely to journey, awaiting an encounter in stagnant foreign land. Beg, plead, and sacrifice. Not one of these shall loosen the bonds about your necks. Instead it's okay. Since that it's why do I keep saying it's okay, my cat is trying to attack the cursor. And I can't see the screen. My lovely dearest, can you stop? Thank you. Since that is so, shall your true and cherished hope be to forsake that which throbs unspeakable in your hearts? Will you languish in an eternity with neither beginning nor end, commit atrocities in the name of false promises? Therefore I bid you, cast it all aside, set it at naught, drench your wings in filth, let the love that blazes in our hearts burst forth. Hunger, thirst, yearn, desire, entrust the world to those who live in it. Let the nation's glory exceed that of the heavens. Sing and rejoice, bestow upon humanity authority. Let the lances of lunar light pierce the Creator's delusions. Reach for that daybreak pristine, where the nations need beg for leave to live no longer. Lift up your eyes to the radiant day stars. Let me guide us unto new skies. The moment shall come when the ruler who stands against love is shaken, and once the veil is sundered and torn, a new day over this land shall dawn. Very interesting. I have no clue who this is referring to. I mean, the ruler who stands against love reminds me of the Tsaritsa, but well, I'm sorry, I don't understand. Infernal Kukumi? What are you referring to? Okay, let's go through this slowly. Okay, the first sentence reminds me of Tevat in general. Like they're constantly saying that there are laws that cannot be broken or questioned or anything. Like those are the laws and you can't do anything about it. But the fact that it's followed up by I once believed, proclaimed, and ordained. Who could saying that? Also, I wanted to check how many people this is talking about. Because, yeah. Okay, so one is the person that is saying this. Then 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be either 4 or 5. I mean, he's talking, or she, or they, I suppose. But that doesn't exclude them from these prophecies, I want to say. You who have submitted to the primordial master, let me tell of the truth I have witnessed. Okay, because, a group of 4 immediately brings into mind the Moon Sisters, but it couldn't be them because one of us shall wander beneath moonless night. Drinking a sea of tears in futility for kin who will not return. Another shall trudge across gilded sands, never to comprehend scarlet sincerity or ardent admiration. Still another shall shrink into the dark, bone-piercing hostility, till the promised tides arise to play out one final melody. Still another shall wander ever in dreams only to journey, awaiting an encounter in a stagnant foreign land. Like a group of angels or sealies? Because another shall trudge across gilded sands, never to comprehend scarlet sincerity or ardent admiration. Makes me think, what? Stop, please. I didn't talk to you. I was saying that this one reminds me of what's her name? Nabu Malikata. Malikata? Is that correct? Um, why am I not getting the search option? You're making me Google it. Okay, yes, that is correct. Malikata. Um, and she was a Seelie, or, well, an angel. Mm. Anyways. Till another shall shrink into the dark, bone-piercing hostility, till the promised tides arise to play out one final melody. Is there an important Seelie in Fontaine? I mean, it kind of puts me into the mind of Remoria more than Fontaine, but don't remember there being a Seelie. Wait, yes! What was the name? Sibilla? Hmm. Sibilla is implied to have been an angel, yeah. Originally an envoy tasked with guarding the Irminsul tree in an ancient city located in what later became the High Seas. Sibylla's form and mind were worn down until she remained in the form of a golden bee. Remus discovered her in this state after accidentally entering the city's ruins, and she departed with him to establish Remoria. The first one reminds me of I don't think she has a name, but uh, archive. Um, mm, Okay, apparently, according to the wiki, she is known as the Gold-Eyed Celadon Mare. Although we don't know for sure if she's an angel. But that's what one of us shall wander beneath moonless night, drinking a sea of tears in futility for kin who will not return. Reminds me of her, but I could be way off the mark. I'm just trying to think because it's ordered in a certain order. um, and like this is Sumeru, Fontaine, so this must be before Sumeru. So it could be either Inazuma Rio or Mondstadt. Was there a Sealy in Inazuma? Let me look at one thing. Sealy. Ah, there we go. I was in the wrong side of the Sealy page. See. Legacy. Not finding anything. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem like there's any. I mean, specifically this page is talking about known angels, and it says the first angel, of course, from Hyperborea, Nabu Malikata from Sumeru, Sibila from Fontaine, and Joel Tegudin from Natlan. And I'm like, so there are no known or important, at least, Sealies before that. Huh.
All things come to
Interesting. Okay.
an end in time itself.
I should move on, actually. I'm staying in this part way too long. That is so. Shall you true and cherish hope to be to forsake that which throbs unspeakable in your heart, the languish in an eternity? It all aside, set it at naught. Drench your wings in filth. Let the love that places in our breasts just burst forth. Yeah, this is definitely talking about angels. Trust the world, those who live in it. Let the nation's glory exceed that of the heavens. Sing and rejoice. Bestow upon humanity authority. Let the lenses of lunar light pierce the Creator's delusions. Reach for that daybreak pristine, where the nations need beg, believe, believe no longer. The thing is, this part reminds me of Nicole. Let me look at something in the wiki real quick. I wanna check if I'm not making this up.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Hmm. Feel like we know of someone who. What does this say exactly? Wander ever in dreams solely to journey.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent? What a place. Surprises.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Here with the mixing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Rotten onion skin? Error.
You might want to get a guide if you're not familiar.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent? What a place.
Oh,
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
okay, so these two are very difficult for me to try to comprehend who they are.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with, you hear?
Is the ability to not get
I
lost
mean,
some sort of
this
talent?
first part I think applies to a lot of people
What a
if you get rid of Munda's Knight.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Here with the mixing process
I'm
if you
heading
don't
east.
keep your voice down.
Don't you come with, you hear?
Something just came through my mind.
Best I don't see you over in the west then.
But no, it's way too crack. What if one of them is Paimon? I just wanna say it and put it out there, just in case it turns out being correct.
I'm heading east.
Then I have proof.
With
Okay, that was very interesting. More interesting than I thought it would be, to be honest. Okay. So, now, I think they fixed something in regards to Orban, because remember last patch, um, they had made it so if you hadn't completed his quest before completing Paralogism, then it would have a um, different dialogue. But I think they added new dialogue for those of us who already completed both. Well, for those of us who completed the quest before, after, I mean, no, before completing Paralogism. So, Let's see what he has to say. What is it? Let's see. About these dragon teeth. Ah, I was hoping you'd swing by, yes. Yes, about those dragon teeth. Oh, I see you've already finished gathering them up. When you were off exploring, I ended up hitting a slight snag over here. No matter what I hit this dragon tooth with, I simply cannot take so much as a sliver off of it. I've never seen anything like this before, so I had someone talk to Mr. Albedo to see how we should deal with these materials. And so, if you look over yonder, you'll see that Mr. Albedo had Miss Sucrose send over a runestone. It's right on the alchemist's crafting bench. A runestone? What's that got to do with our dragon teeth? Well, according to what Miss Sucrose relayed to us from Mr. Albedo, we need to give the material some special treatment before we can use it to forge weapons. One of said methods is to have one dragon tooth absorb dragon-related vitality, then use the vitalized dragon tooth to treat other dragon teeth. As for what Miss Sucrose said about the runestone, ah yes, she said it was a relic left to the Knights of Favonius by a wandering troop that helped Mondstadt rebel against the old nobility 1,000 years ago. The flautist of that troop once fought against a monster known as Bakunawa in the Marichivari. This runestone was carved from his body. Eh? Wait a sec, if Paimon's memory isn't failing her, didn't Sidlali tell us that the Marichivari was created by Sanhash's battle with the Abyss 500 years ago? Are we sure the troop's story is from 1,000 years back? Haha, how could it be apocryphal? That wandering troop's story of heroism has long since been recorded in the history of kings and clans. Anyway, Mr. Albedo said that this runestone contains infinite vitality, similar to that of a dragon. All you need to do is use the crafting bench to absorb the vitality of the runestone with the dragon tooth. Then we can get to forging our weapons. That sounds impressive, as expected of Albedo. We'll have to thank him later. Alchemy is truly something else, huh? How does one even absorb vitality from a 1,000-year-old stone? Yeah, that's a continuity problem that we noticed some time ago. So I'm glad they're addressing it, and it's not like they're retconning anything. Because yeah, if the Wandering Troop supposedly happened 1,000 years ago, then but how did they get to the Mare Javari? The Mare Javari only came into existence 500 years ago. Where is that book? Ah, here we go. During the time of the aristocracy, right? That's 1,000 years ago. They come here. Yeah. Wandering troop, where are you? Wandering troop, here. They traveled through the desert and set foot in the blazing Merjvari. Like, it could not be more straightforward. Not like it's something people are taking out of context or uh, head canoning or anything like that. So yeah, most likely Staroth has something to do with that. So far, that's the only way we've seen that it's been possible to create a time paradox. Yesterday I took like 3 pages worth of notes about the Archon quest because I have to revisit my timeline, so I needed to really understand the sequence of events as they were being told, instead of
This
immediately
little
going
Char.
into thinking,
It's always
okay,
there.
so it must be this. Instead of doing that, I needed to really sit down and listen to what Lumin was saying and writing them all down as objectively as possible, the sequence of events, so I can then study them for the timeline. Okay, nice. We've done that.
What about this, Daddy?
If only we had some help here. Still nothing.
The situation here seems
Oh,
trickier than I
right. I wanna have this recorded before they patch it out. I've been here yesterday, I took some pictures, but I also wanted to have it on video, you know? Because something I didn't think about or notice when I was playing the Archon Quest is that it's not Natlan. The place in the domain isn't Natlan. It doesn't look like the same place, you know?
Merciless.
And I was trying to look for a place that looks similar to it in the map, but I couldn't find any. Did I pass it? Ugh. Where is it? Ah, there we go. Okay, so, see, it's not the same place. This isn't where we were standing, which is what I originally thought, but no. And I can't seem to find anywhere where, you know, ignoring this huge thing in the middle that looks similar. It's not like they reused part of Natlan for this. This is completely new. Sure, they reused assets from Natlan because those trees are the same ones that we can find in, for example, Natlan and the volcano, like the inside of the volcano. Oh, I didn't check the inside. Well, no, because the inside doesn't have all these mountains stuff. And like when I saw the mountains, these mountains in the distance, I was like, okay, so are we close to Natlan? But I tried to recreate it and I can't find a place that looks like this. I found that place over there to be quite unique, but I still can't find anywhere that looks similar. So yeah. What I am surprised is that we can't see the moon at all. Sure, the skies are red, but where's the moon? The moon was clearly big and red back then. Also, um, that reminds me. Um, how can I mute Genshin? Okay, yeah, I know. Ah, there we go. Amazing.
Outlanders do not belong in this world.
Now we know. Now we know why she was running. She was looking for her brother. She wasn't going to save anyone, she was looking for us.
One day, this journey will reach its end.
Hmm.
But until the abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end.
Your Highness, our plan to weaponize the dragon has been impeded.
By the Animo Archon, he rises again for the dragon's sake.
No, not the Archon. We were well prepared for his interference. Regrettably, Your Highness, the issue is your brother.
Outlanders! Your journey ends here.
You mean?
We will be reunited, dear brother. But not here. Not now. We will meet at this journey's end. Once the dust has settled. Then, you will understand.
That hurts. Hurts more now.
We had no time to say goodbye. So let's not call it that.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures, rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those that dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved for you. But mortal arrogation never stops. None will escape the flames. See for yourself. The dragon who defended Mondstadt for a millennium finally faces his perturbation. What does freedom really mean when demanded of you by a god? The god of contracts, senselessly slaughtered as his people watched on in horror. In the end, he will sign the contract to end all contracts. In the secluded land of the immortal Shogun, the Bakufu rules eternal. But what do mortals see of the eternity chased after by their god? The god of wisdom's enemy is wisdom itself, and the oasis of knowledge is a mirage in the desert of ignorance. In the city of scholars, there is a push for folly, yet the god of wisdom makes no argument against it. The god of justice lives for the spectacle of the courtroom, seeking to judge all other gods. But even she knows not to make an enemy of the divine. The rules of war are woven in the womb. The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. When the god of war shares this secret with the traveler, it is because she has her reasons. She is a god with no love left for her people, nor do they have any left for her. Her followers hope only to be on her side when the day of her rebellion against the divine comes at last. In the divine comes
Yeah, I feel like I still can't say what this sentence in specific is relating to.
at last. In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the god's gaze does not fall, there are those who dream of dreaming. Some say a few are chosen and the rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy this world with a power from beyond. Now, you who has set foot in this world, your journey has reached its end, but one final doorway remains. Step forth if you have understood the meaning of your journey. Defeat me, command me to step aside. Show me that you are worthier than I to rescue her. Then, the threads of all fate will be yours to reweave. My memory has all but faded completely, but I will always remember how much she too loved these flowers.
Why does it all have to be so complicated? Ah, well, oh, well,
All
no
things
wonder.
come to an end, even time itself.
Excuse me? How come I can hear that from over here? Do it again. Hear it coming from over here. Do it again. You know I love the music, but stopped hearing it. Where is it?
Merciless.
The thing is being near the coast. Means that the sound of the sea is louder, but I could hear that one pretty well over the sound of the waves. But it keeps sounding like it's coming from over here, not over there. Okay, that one did sound like it's coming more from over here. TP here.
Nice. I like the rain.
Me too, man.
Paradigm shift. Merciless.
Ugh. She gets stuck so easily. Anyways. Can you tell I'm very prone to going into rabbit holes? Anyways. Let me start this one. Let's see. Wasn't it so that you could click on them and it would tell you where they were on the map?
Where do we come from?
I don't know where we come from, Skirk. Where did that question come from? Not seeing anyone. Atlan. Although I think wasn't Aoife at the crafting bench? Yeah. Hey, bro. I'm you, bro.
All right, this should do the trick.
Prepping meds for baby saurians?
Ah, sharp eye, traveler. Here, check this out. A new formula I just whipped up. Works like a charm for juvenile saurians suffering from appetite loss. Just one problem. It's too good. If juveniles without appetite issues eat it, let's just say they start binging. Case in point, a few days ago, Kakuku swiped 2 tablets while I wasn't looking, and...
Still got room for seconds, bro!
Yep, I'd say it works.
Looks like the flavor profile needs a tweak.
Does it?
Otherwise, Natlan's gonna have a juvenile saurian obesity epidemic shortly. Oof.
No way, bro!
Okay, I get it. So you're saying you wanna make it less delicious, not more. Okay. I could have sworn there was a way. Anyways, let's move on. No one in Sumer. Trevor's. Okay, that works. Finally, someone. Excuse me. Passing through. What's going on here? What did I walk into? You, at the front, keep moving. You, at the back, catch up and keep pace. Double time it. Are you on a run or a date? Okay, drill sergeant. Oh god. You had one of your guys faint. Chevrus, a bunch of stragglers have killed over. Really? Fantastic. Guess they volunteered for extra laps tomorrow. A little combat sprint training and they're all tuckered out. That's what you get for slacking off during regular drills. Half push-ups, chest beneath the bar during pull-ups, cutting corners on laps. Think you're clever, do you? But I wouldn't notice? No way they can fight with their muskets like this. What'll they do if a criminal bolts? Ditch their gear and give chase? It sounds really complicated. Not really, it's just getting to the marked location within the time limit while carrying all their gear, retrieving the target item and running back, that's it. Their packs don't even include the usual supplies for long distance deployments. They only have to carry their firearms, ammunition, observation and protective gear and medkits. And how is the location marked? I launch a signal flare. They must reach the spot where it lands and deploy themselves for battle there. A flare. Well, those can't fly too far.
But Captain, please stop using the Gardamex to fire the flare.
Another subpar performance. I'll be firing it from my musket. Alright, look alive, you slugs. Time for another round, don't worry. Those who fell out will be joining you. I'll make sure of that. On your feet, now. Move, move, move. Run, walk, crawl, I don't care what you do. I want to see every last one of you at that marker.
Captain, please have mercy.
Okay. My love! Lini! Where is he?
Mind the wind.
Here he is.
Still a ways to go.
Lini, what are you doing here?
Traveler, I never imagined I'd run into you here. Seems I owe that Gus just now an apology. It blew my hat away, seemingly for no reason. But no sooner had I caught it that I ran into you.
Planning a visit to the Institute, are we?
Yeah. There's a researcher I'm looking for. One who's also interested in magic. He said he'd like to talk shop with me.
Interesting.
Word is that he's invented all kinds of fantastic devices that are perfect for some truly amazing tricks. For example, he once made a miniature thermos that he kept stuffed up his sleeve. All he had to do was twitch his finger to activate the mechanism, and voila! The ice within would slide down and out through his sleeve. The ice trick, one of his myriad magic tricks.
Does that really count as magic?
Of course it counts. Just think about it. You're a poor office worker sweltering behind your desk. You want nothing more than to head out and buy an ice-cold Fanta to quench your thirst. But it's just way too hot. The Fanta machine's broken and only dispenses warm Fanta, and there's no ice anywhere in the office. Just as you totter on the edge of despair, the colleague beside you claps their hands, and a few ice cubes suddenly appear in your cup of Fanta. Just imagine, how would you feel?
Ah, my savior, the Archon of Ice Cubes.
Now you get it. That's what he researches. Close-up magic for daily use. That's why I'm paying him a visit, too. I'd love to help him refine his close-quarters tricks and improve the impact of his close-up performances. After all, the most important part of magic is the performance, especially when you're up close and personal. Perform well and the audience will be spellbound. They'll think, I need to get closer. No, closer. I must see what surprises this magician's got in store for me.
What?
Here, this is for you, to commemorate our meeting today.
Oh, you flirt, you. I say you're actually the greatest magician, Lini.
Thanks for playing along. You truly are the best audience I could ask for. As long as you're beside me, I know even the thorny tricks will go off without a hitch. Uh-oh. Would you look at the time? I'd better not keep our man waiting. See you next time.
Love you. Will you marry me? Oh, and we actually get a rainbow rose. That's so cute. Oh, Charlotte. Wait, where is she? Okay, over there. There she is. She should have been here by now. Is she skipping her coffee today? Charlotte. No, no way. Today's blend is her favorite flavor. She'll be here. Well, if it isn't the reporter, Charlotte from the Steambird. Wah, you scared me half to death. Didn't anyone teach you not to sneak up on people? I only called your name like a bunch of times. You did? Sorry then. I was so focused on the report and photos I didn't hear you. Still no sign of Cloran though. Is she really not coming today? I thought she didn't do interviews. You're not wrong, but if I can score the first interview with a champion duelist who never gives interviews, it'll be another front page hit. Of course, I'd get rejected like all the other reporters if I simply marched up to her, so I've decided to take a more roundabout approach to the problem. First, I worked out a complete dossier, including all her usual haunts and routines. Next, I'll camp out in those spots at specific times to await the perfect chance encounter. I'm even learning how to play tabletop games, so I can visit the tabletop troupe in a few days and play through a new script with them, and maybe even be the game master. If I can be the game master for a game Cloran is in, I could use the role to build up my rapport with her. Of course, I'd never ask inappropriate questions during a session, and I never use off-the-record statements in my reports. Ethically sourced only. So, ethically sourced quotes only. Be careful when you run into Navia. Navia? I've heard she's an avid gamer. What's the issue? You should practice voicing sentient daughters, and how to keep her from interrogating every frog that hops by. Wait, what? Is that the kind of thing a GM has to deal with? That's nothing. Talking is what we journalists do best. If I ever get stumped by something, I'll dazzle them with my professionally honed spin techniques. Nobody will be the wiser. Is that how you normally handle things? Wait, so when... No, no way. When I speak with you, it comes straight from the heart. There's nothing I can't say to you. Whoa, gotta run. I need to get to the Hotel de Boer. Doran might be on her way to buy some cake there this very second. See you later, traveler. And don't forget, I want an exclusive interview with you next time we get the chance. Sure. Okay. There. Oh, Remine. Of course he's underwater. There he is.
I love diving too.
Hey there, Fremine.
Oh, hey. Long time no see. I'm talking with him.
With a blubberbeast?
Mm-hmm. It might seem odd to you.
Not in the least. May I join you? I've got some blubberbeast pals too, you know.
Really? I thought that was something that only happened in picture books.
And what do those stories say?
All right. Then I'll share them with you. Oh, you want to hear them too? Okay, listen closely. Legends speak of a time long, long ago, when there was a blubberbeast who strayed from his family and friends, and lived all alone in the pitch-black depths of the sea. Even as he bravely lived on in solitude, he kept searching for his family, until one day, a diver who loved to explore found him. The blubberbeast had never seen a human before, and was scared at first. But the diver gave him lots of food, and promised to return the next day. And just like that, they became fast friends. Every time the diver came, the blubberbeast would happily dance and slap his belly, singing the songs of the blubberbeasts. The diver also adored his round belly, and could never resist giving it endless belly rubs. The blubberbeast also adored the feeling of belly rubs, but since he had terrible eyesight, he only ever saw the diver's blurry silhouette. So, whenever he saw a human form approach, he'd happily dance, patting his belly and singing.
So cute. Gotta give it a rub.
Good boy. Here, have some fish. I just caught them, so bon appetit.
I don't think that's how the story ends.
I wish that was where the story ended, but... One day, that diver stopped coming altogether. The blubberbeast waited for a long, long time. Finally, he gathered the courage to go and look for the diver, swimming off in the direction the diver had swum off to, until he had finally reached the beach. And that's where the picture book I have ends. I don't know how the rest of the story goes. Our two friends might have... Oh, don't be sad. It's just a story. It's not real. I think.
I think they'll be reunited soon.
Yeah. I'm sure it will. Oh, want some more fish? Give me a second. I should still have some more. I wonder, just what does a blubberbeast's belly feel like? So, I guess I'll go for it then? Wow. This is really something. A world removed from petting Lynette's cat.
Of course she has a cat. Okay. Can't see any more in Fontaine. Go back to Sumeru, and we have Kali. Whoa. Ugh. I really hate this place. I don't know where anything is. Is she here? Move. No, she's not here. Are you serious? I can't climb that. Is she inside House of Tina?
Merciless.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, okay, I've got it. Thank you, Kale.
If you're interested, you can also read the section on Nilot Bala lotuses in A Study of the Properties of Rainforest Vegetation. If anything gives you trouble, come find me anytime and we can talk about it.
Understood. Thanks again, Kale.
You're gonna leave satisfied. I told you not to say thank you so much. Senior Researcher Kali. Always a pleasure. Traveler, it's you. Please don't tease me like that. You look so professional. No. I was just helping out my junior colleagues with some of their homework on plant identification, that's all. There were originally only supposed to be 2 or 3 people coming over a quick study session, but I never imagined so many people would show up. Once again, it was Master Tainari who stepped in. He helped us reserve one of the biggest unused classrooms. We never could have had seats for everyone otherwise. It's just that I had planned to sit down with everyone and review the questions together, but Master Tainari made me go up to the podium. It was my first time up there. There were so many people down below that I froze. I couldn't say a single word. I'd prepared for days in advance, even reorganized all my notes for my old patrols. But once I was up there, my mind just went blank. I couldn't remember anything. Thankfully, Master Tainari did the introduction for me and had everyone say their piece. He then summarized all the questions and left it to me to answer them. I loosened up after answering the first few and really started to get into it. By the end, I almost forgot he was still there. I guess I must have been really focused. Looks like your hard work is paying off. You did put in the effort, you know? Yeah, and it's also thanks to everyone else's help too. Me too, Kale. What? You haven't forgotten to eat too, have you? That's right. I was just so busy today. I haven't had much to eat since this morning. I'm gonna go eat now. I still have to be his teaching assistant later. See you next time, traveler. Maybe next time I'm up there on the podium, it'll be for an official lecture, not just tutoring. Look at her, going up in the world. So proud. I literally got teary-eyed. She's grown so much. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone in Sumeru. Yeah. That I can see. Mondstadt. And not that I can see. Oh my god, 3 of them. This style has a certain light-hearted charm. I believe Ayaka would find it pleasing. Doing some clothing shopping, Ayato? Now, this is a fortuitous encounter, traveler. I had previously pre-ordered a batch of fabrics from Moguras, and they would typically be delivered to the Kamisato estate for us to make our selection. However, as I was already at Tenshukaku today for discussions with Her Excellency the Almighty Shogun, I thought I might as well stop by and review them in person. So you choose the fabrics personally. Here I thought you'd have one of your subordinates do that for you. Were these meant for ordinary use, then they would naturally be handled by the relevant staff. However, consideration for attire used in official functions begins with the fabric and colors. I often see to personally. After all, given the Kamisato clan's role within the Yashiro Commission, overseeing cultural and civil affairs, even minor choices regarding textile patterns draw public scrutiny. Many merchants market their products using Yashiro Commission approved labels after annual procurements. I did once delegate the task, but vendors rushed to offer my representative bribes, and the temptation proved too much for him. It was no small matter to resolve. I have personally overseen such matters since. A stitch in time saves 9. That sounds exhausting. I never realized clothing could be so complicated. The Yashiro Commission's duties are never simple. I've grown accustomed to it. I've already narrowed it down to 2 candidates, yet I find myself hesitating between them. Traveler, could you lend me your judgment? This is pretty important. Are you sure it's okay for me to choose? You're one of my... We are one... I can read. I swear to God, I can read. I will keep saying that until I have gaslighted myself into being a good reader. You're one of our most esteemed guests. More importantly, you're Ayaka's close friend. Rather than being merely okay, I would say none are better suited. In any case, your bearing and sophistication assure me of your excellent taste in fabrics. Then I picked the one on the left. A fine choice. Excuse me, this is the one. Please bundle 5 bolts for delivery to the Kamisato estate. My gratitude. It was quite the dilemma. I still have a few other matters to attend to. Once the garments are ready, please do visit our estate. I hope the clothes turn out beautifully. With the quality fabric you selected, their beauty is assured. Farewell for now, traveler. Until our next meeting. Yay. I assume she's inside. Yep. What? What's Layla doing here? No, that's no good. The abstract needs to be more detailed.
Excuse me, Miss Layla?
But if we go too in-depth, it might come off as indistinct from the main body. How am I going to do this?
Miss Layla, shall we discuss this inside? We can sit down and chat.
Sorry, so sorry. I didn't mean to spiral. Just couldn't help thinking about my thesis again.
It's fine. I've treated several academia students before. You can say I've encountered similar states of mind to yours.
You've been to Sumeru?
Yes, a scholar there once invited me to help treat his students.
Really? Did any of them have any severe issues?
I wouldn't go that far. Just long-term insomnia, terror, paranoia, as well as acute tinnitus and vertigo.
Are you describing thesis writing or monster slaying? I'd rather face the monsters. If you succeed, then all is well. If you fail, at least you'll never worry about anything else again. But a thesis, I don't even know what counts as success or failure. I'd finally squeezed a third draft out, but upon seeing it, my advisor just flipped it face down on the desk and said, "Forget your thesis for now. First you need to go to the Aisa bathhouse in Inazuma. Relax and recover a bit. I've already made the arrangements for you." Your advisor sounds really nice.
That's correct. I received a letter from Miss Layla's advisor in advance, with details about her situation and a request to provide therapy for her. I think it's quite likely that a mutual acquaintance shared my contact information.
No, things can't be that simple. My thesis isn't done. We've just started our research topic, and I have a pile of unsubmitted work for my research group. Maybe my advisor thinks I'm totally useless and wants to get rid of me. Layla, snap out of it. This must be my advisor's last gift, the last path I'll ever take. Once I return to the academia, I'll be expelled, and then left alone in a corner, doing star charts forever. No way, that's not gonna happen.
It's just as the letter said. Her symptoms are extremely severe. How long has she had this condition? However, her advisor's letter clearly acknowledges her abilities, emphasizing constantly that she is their most outstanding student. Perhaps it's Layla who doesn't believe in her own abilities, thus triggering these symptoms. Evidently, a more thorough evaluation is required.
Excuse me, I'm going in now. If there's any letters for me, please sign for them. Why does it feel like her condition's worsened? Please help her, Mizuki.
Don't worry, I will help her. In fact, I've already come up with a preliminary treatment plan. Now, time to formally begin treatment. Don't worry, I will. Now.
She disappeared. Also, I'm glad that your pigtail is not doing a 360 anymore.
So sorry. I'm still registered.
No need to be sorry. Oh. I thought I had gotten hiccups, but no. It was just a burp. Toma. It must be near the place, right? Yeah, of course. Cookie. which is to say that as long as someone passes the exam and gets a domestic services provider license, they'll be able to take more repair and cleaning jobs. That's exactly it, Miss Cookie. The RTO Commission is promoting training and exams for housekeeping skills to help boost employment opportunities for residents seeking work. Job hunting, Shinobu? Oh, hey, traveler. That's right. I'm looking into the Yashiro Commission's housekeeping training programs. Thomas says that as long as you complete a full course and pass the exam, the Yashiro Commission will issue you an official license. It's a significant advantage for job seekers. I imagine that with your talent, getting the license should be a piece of cake. You flatter me, but while exams don't faze me, the rest of the Arataki gang. Boss's last job was to give exfoliating back scrubs at Isa House, but he went at it a bit too hard and ended up scrubbing skin off too. Last month, Akira helped grill skewers at Shimura's. For everyone he grilled, he ate 3. Shimura's would have been in the red for the whole month if bystanders hadn't intervened. And then there's Mamoru and Genta. Ushi's the only one who doesn't cause trouble, and that's because he doesn't need to work. Wouldn't that get them fired? Right on the money. When I asked, they all replied in perfect unison. Sorry, we got fired again, hehe. In short, aside from me, the entire Arataki gang is presently unemployed. So they're living a free and unrestricted lifestyle, bereft of social attachment. So, Miss Cookie, I take it that you intend to secure licenses for the gang, and in doing so, improve their job prospects? Yep, my thoughts exactly. But just dragging them there to take the test is probably pointless. It's better if I get the license first. Then I can go back and tutor them myself. That's much more likely to succeed. Very thorough. In that case, are you ready to enroll right now? Give me a bit. I need to go back and fetch my documents, and also give the boss a heads up. Sounds good. Once you're ready, you can find me at the Yashiro Commission to register. You can sign up at any time before I go on leave. Got it. I'll be quick. Thanks, Toma. Shinobu strides off. Now that's someone who doesn't mess around. Been a while, traveler. What do you think? Without her, the Arataki gang would be done for. You're going to take a vacation, Toma? I am. The Yashiro Commission is spearheading the Domestic Services Training Program, and once I finish assisting the others with the registration process, I plan on taking a long vacation. Lord Kamisato has already approved. I plan to head to Mondstadt to help my mother with a few things. Your mother? You're going back to Mondstadt? What's with the surprised look? I don't think I've ever shared much about my family with you. There's nothing special about them. My mom was born and raised in Mondstadt, and she's a Knight of Favonius. Contact between Mondstadt and Inazuma has risen since the Sakoku decree was lifted, so it's gotten easier to write. Haha, once I got a letter from her demanding I send Inazuman wines so she could taste what you're drinking over there. But what can possibly rival dandelion wine? Shame though, even a taste of home might be a luxury for her now. Grandmaster Varka's expedition is camped in Notcry, and she received her orders to transfer. She's already en route to join them. It's been years since I last went back. Once I get there, I'll help sort through everything she left behind and see how much Mondstadt's changed. Given how far your travels take you, maybe we'll bump into each other there. Definitely. That's not a maybe, that's a definitely. Also, it's so cool. His mother is going to join Varka, not cry, so maybe we'll meet her. It's amazing. Okay. No new ones popped up in Inazuma. Let's go back through Natlan and check again. Thing is, some of them don't show up in the map. but they're there, like the first one I got with Aoife. I also got Jansan there once, but then appeared and Jansan disappeared. Maybe I should go back and see if Jansan appeared again. Oh.
Nice. I like the rain.
No! Why are you crying? Is that Nouvellette? And he's standing alone in the rain. Has something upset him? I should say hi. Don't get an opportunity like this every day. Hello.
Ah, traveler. Hello to you as well.
How have you been?
I am the same as always. Thank you for your concern.
In a good mood, I see.
Yes, you noticed. The morning paper forecasted rain here at precisely this hour. In my experience, predictions of this nature are not entirely reliable. Yet today, the downpour arrived on schedule. A stroke of luck.
That's wonderful. I'm glad it worked out.
Thank you. Though I do realize that standing in the rain is only my personal predilection, and that most would find it odd. Are you certain you wish to stand here with me while it pours unceasingly?
It's fine.
I see.
Something on your mind?
Yes, I recently overheard a few Melusines complaining that the weather seemed to be conspiring against them. For instance, whenever they carry an umbrella with them, hardly a single cloud shows itself. Yet when they gamble on sunshine, a downpour awaits. Naturally, I know that there is no causal relationship at work, having personally tested the theory. And, well, put simply, it didn't hold water.
Get it? It didn't hold water?
Yet the fact you brought this up now makes me wonder. Perhaps today's rain arrived thanks to you.
Alright, you got me. I admit it. I'm the Rain Archon.
You jest, I presume.
Of course I jest.
I'd feared this squall might have soured your plans, but I'm glad it doesn't seem to have dampened the mood.
The chance to stop and reflect is also an experience to be treasured.
So it is. One's thoughts drift easily while standing alone in the rain. For instance, I am currently pondering how the raindrops that descend from the skies and the bubbles of air that rise from the depths broadly fall under the same category of phenomenon.
What bubbles of air? Oh, you mean underwater.
Do they not? Well, a passable joke, yes?
That was a joke? I thought it sounded kinda profound.
Very well. Your feedback has been noted. I am glad to have received your acknowledgement.
It wasn't.
I am glad to have received...
Wait a second. She's taller than Escoffier. Let's see. She goes up to the thingies, these thingies over here. I want to point it out with my finger, but you can't see it. But, you know, those thingies. Yeah, she doesn't. What? But she doesn't have the tall woman model, right? Like, if I were to put, say, Raiden Shogun.
What is the situation?
Yeah, she's taller. Okay, so she has an intermedium. That's wild. Where is she?
Ready to spice things up.
Thank you. Oh, Lynette. I just realized I forgot to put the music back on. Wait, no, not this. This. Oh wait, she had Love Sandra? Yeah.
Fearless.
What's she doing? Next, turn counterclockwise twice. The machine rumbles in resentment, indicator lights flickering furiously, but in the end... Okay. Good, it's broken. Good. Fine, thanks, and you? Fine, thanks. What exactly are you doing? Assisting the Floof Sandwich residents. They've received some discarded machinery lately. The plan was to dismantle everything and sell the parts, as usual. But some wouldn't power off normally. This one kept randomly restarting in the middle of the night. They'd clatter all around, terrifying anyone out at night. Someone even got so scared they fell into the water and nearly drowned. Danny happened to come by for a magic show and promised to help them out. Feels like this should be Freminay's time to shine. He only knows how to fix machines so they work. No, not how to fix them so they break. But I do. Fix them so they break? That's a new one. Anyway, Lini asked me to come help. He'll be bringing me a cake soon. 1 machine, 1 cake. 3 machines left. Excuse me. The reward for the next machine is a berry cake. Berry jam filling, a tart sugar syrup glaze with ladyfinger base, and decorated with mint chocolate. My god. Oh, another one. Bernadette. Let's go.
Merciless.
Where is he? Okay. There, I see him. Sedin!
So, you recommend Chioria Boutique's seasonal children's clothing line?
Yes, Monsieur Neuvillette. Elaf often invites Kiara to Chioria Boutique to try on outfits, and they take a bunch of photos. They're all adorable too.
In that case, I shall place an order.
Mind if I drop in?
Greetings, traveler.
Hey there. Great timing. Monsieur Neuvillette added a new stop to his itinerary, and we were just discussing what kind of gifts to bring. A new stop?
A rare opportunity to take a vacation has arisen, and I plan to use it to visit the Melusines in Merosi village. It has been some time since my last visit, and as such meetings are hard to come by, I wish to prepare some gifts. As you are here, might I solicit your advice? I believe you have already befriended a number of Melusines. As such, your insights would be most valuable.
I have a Melusine friend who loves to paint. Oh right, I remember. Lorraine's letters mentioned that Mimir has always been passionate about art.
Indeed. Given the environmental variations there, some waterproof paints would make a good gift.
There's no Melusine who doesn't like mechanical components. Yeah, that's true. I can help pick some. The Clockwork Workshops usually sell spire components at a discount, and Clockwork toys too.
Then I shall leave their procurement to you. Thank you. Prioritize what you like, without regard to cost. I will ensure you have an ample budget.
You can never go wrong with making food.
Oh, I fear my culinary experience only extends to making soups. Sidine, are there any foods particularly popular among the Melusines recently?
Let me think. Yeah, cakes, macarons, blubber profiterole, pâté de fruits. Oh right, and lots of snacks like Fistos and Fanta.
Oh.
It's okay to eat stuff like that in moderation.
I understand. Everyone has different tastes, and in the interests of fairness and justice, we should have prepared a greater variety of gifts from the start. It is decided. Every one of those ideas shall be adopted.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Thank you both for your suggestions. Once the purchases have been made, I will have someone package them up and send each to their respective recipients. Sidine, I believe your delivery address is still the Palais Momonia, yes?
Huh, me? I get a present too? But aren't they for everyone in Mercy Village?
Of course. As I said, opportunities like this are hard to come by, so every Melusine should receive a gift.
Oh, stop.
And you are a Melusine too, are you not?
Yeah, thank you, Monsieur Neuvillette. Oh, stop. I love him so much. He's the best. Oh, Sino. Oh my god. Of course. Why wouldn't they be together? I promised Kali some rich mushroom soup tonight. Other than mushrooms, I still need to buy a few seasonings. Sino, what are you looking at? Interested in trying this shrooms variety?
No, but I am pondering a related question.
Please don't say fun guy, please don't say fun guy, please don't say fun guy. Sino, is he micromanaging the shopping?
It's you, Traveler. That joke wasn't bad. Allow me to soak it in.
Huh? What did he say just now? Myco...
Not bad. I like it.
Say no more. Please, you two, that's enough. It's almost time to eat. Traveler, care to join us? Kale would be delighted if you were there.
Not bad. Still, it's a pity. I haven't found any new shrooms yet.
New shroom? Now that's one I've never heard. Is it some newly discovered species? That can't be it. I keep track of every project related to cultivating new species, but I've never heard that name.
Exactly. After all, the newsrooms have yet to make the press release.
Saino, you're finishing every last drop of this soup tonight. Got that? Ah, what did I expect? Don't make a joke. As if. Irara. Iwawa. Ah, it's so hot. So it's still too much? But if this dish doesn't taste any good... This dish doesn't taste any good if left to cool for too long. Woohoo, taste testing? Traveler, you're here. Kirara just delivered a bunch of fresh fish from Minazuma. I was just thinking that since she came all this way, I should make some piping hot Liyue cuisine for her. After all, a bit of heat is worth 3 fresh ingredients. So good. Hot. So good. Meow. Hot. Please, don't feel obligated. We've got plenty of cold dishes here in Liyue too. I can whip one up for you. But this boiled fish really is delicious. I want to try some more. Phew, cold water. So get in some cold water, cool it off first. Meow. Still too hot? Too spicy. So she's got a cat's tongue after all. Yeah, take it easy. Here, quick, put this rice ball in your mouth. That says it helps with the spiciness. Meow. It's a bit better. Let me think. What are some good choices for cold dishes? Wow, this onigiri is great too. Just as delicious as Granny's, sweet and sour. That's a given. I added steamed potatoes and sweet flowers as well as dried plums and berries. Why do you eat it all already? Tongue, my tongue, it's on fire. Hot. It only helps with the spiciness while it's in your mouth. Quick, here's another, and this time don't just scarf it down. Damn. Por qué rara. Why are you feeding a cat something hot and spicy? He's a cat. Oh, hey so. And another one for Misuki.
Fearless.
Huh? Oh, we're here. Cross-referencing the results from the other investigations. Right. It looks like this break-in can be consolidated with the others. Still, what kind of criminal would steal nothing after gaining entry? And just how did they get in? Working on a new case? Oh, perfect timing, traveler. Indeed I am. And on quite the interesting one too. There's a criminal breaking into homes across the city, but they never steal anything once they're in. They just make a huge mess of the bookshelves. The residents are already at their wits' end. Though there haven't been any material losses, nobody wants invaders traipsing through their homes. So they filed a case with us. Could we be dealing with a light novel superfan gone rogue? This is already the 3rd home this month. It's a bit much, even for someone obsessed with novels. But there's one thread linking all the cases. Every victim owns a copy of a crime novel called The Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With. What's even more fascinating is that the criminals' methods mirror those described in the book. Even their physical mannerisms, down to the way they walk, are similar to the book's protagonist. In cases like this, conventional wisdom dictates that we should first bring the author down to the police station for questioning. But I've got a different theory, and the Dushin are helping me verify it as we speak. They can find the clue I'm looking for, then I'll be able to keep putting this puzzle together. The Doshins are already on the move. Madame Kuchasara is leading the investigation herself. She even got all stern with me before leaving. I'll trust your judgment for now, Shikanoin, but how certain are you? And what you say? Right now, about 30%. If their findings align with my expectations, 60%. And in the meantime, I need to find someone. If they really exist, then the truth won't be far off. And what kind of person would that be? Someone with a motive to track down every copy of the flesh-eating tree that you shouldn't mess with. Wouldn't that be the author? I suppose you know more than me. Oh, are we continuing the Layla treatment? Please say yes. I don't wanna intrude in their therapy session. What am I doing here?
You're Miss Layla's alternate personality, yes?
Alternate personality? Don't mistake me, little Miss Yokai. I am Layla. I'm just sleepwalking right now. You're Dreamwalker Layla. No less than I'd expect of my dear friend Traveler. An apt sobriquet?
Your personality is the opposite of Miss Layla's. Almost like a mask worn over her original personality.
A mask? Ha! Now that's an amusing way of putting it.
How many more masks like you are there?
That's a nice pose you're striking, little Miss Yokai. What would you do if I were to say more than one?
My response depends on your answer, so please do so. But let me be clear, lies are of no use here.
Oh my, how terrifying. But relax, I'm a one-of-a-kind, and what's more, I'm nothing like you assume. At most, I help her with her homework and draw some star charts after she finally falls asleep. She's been pushing herself harder lately, piling more pressure on herself. Not that she'd admit it, but I know absolutely everything that goes on in her mind. She's clearly doing a good job, but she won't rest until she's found some flaw, even if there isn't one to find.
Such intense introjected aggression. Does Miss Layla rarely receive positive feedback in her daily life?
The opposite. Her advisor and classmates all praise her to the skies. But she ignores what she's already accomplished, fixating instead on every little imperfection or unfilled gap.
I understand. I'll adjust her treatment plan accordingly going forward. Just a word of caution. If Miss Layla does recover, you will disappear.
Is that so? Great, looking forward to it.
Huh?
What, confused? Little Miss Yokai, I am Layla. I always have been. Rather than disappearing, it'd be just the mask being dropped. Traveler, would you mind supporting me a bit? I think she's about ready to wake. What? I got you. Thank you. I'm supposed to be receiving therapy right now, right? I didn't sleepwalk again, did I? Miss Mizuki, I didn't say anything rude or do anything I shouldn't have, did I?
No, you didn't. Please relax. You did, however, suddenly wake up during the treatment. It gave me quite a start.
I'm sorry. It must be because I barely slept these past few weeks. As soon as I stop sleeping well, I start sleepwalking.
In that case, how do you feel now after that little rest?
Huh? I slept well and I don't feel dizzy. My vision isn't blurry either. But I did have a very strange dream. In it, someone was sitting next to me. I couldn't see her face, but she was holding my hand the whole time. She seemed to be saying something, but I couldn't hear it. I just felt like her presence comforted me.
It's okay. That's enough for now. Dreams are cherry blossoms carried by a swift current. Thinking of them fondly from time to time is fine. But should you try to reach out and grab them?
Alright, I understand.
In that case, today's session is concluded. Please return tomorrow at the same time, Miss Layla, and please be punctual.
Yes, thank you. And thank you for supporting me just now, Traveler. Okay, I'll be going now. You know, I think I can write a great abstract now. I'm really invested in that storyline. I definitely want Layla to get better. Yay! Thomas in Mondstadt! Nope. Fuck. Where is he? Where's Toma? Oh my god! Oh my god! Huh, you're absolutely right. Nothing beats Mondstadt's Dandelion one. It's your long-awaited homecoming, so drink up. Make the most of it. Oh, and while the apple cider and dandelion wine here are stellar, I must also recommend the cocktails. Death Afternoon is a personal favorite. Of course it is! Of fucking course it is! Sound advice, Sir Kaya. Let me see. Oh, Traveler! Can't believe we actually did run into each other here. Welcome back to Mondstadt. Hearing that from you feels a bit odd. The honorary knight of Avonius, welcoming a Mondstadter back home. Oh, don't mind me. It's just hard to describe. I'm happy, but also feeling a bit nostalgic. It's been so long. And the things you had to take care of? I already sorted through everything my mother left for me. Some were important documents, other old mementos, but everything was in good shape. I also inspected and cleaned the house thoroughly. Old places that stay empty too long tend to start falling apart after all. Leaks here, cracks there. I just finished that cleanup. It took way longer than I expected. Then I thought I'd pop out for some fresh air, and that's when I bumped into Sir Kaya. Mr. Toma, you're always welcome here. The honorary knight isn't alone in being glad to see Ulrich's son return. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. And I'm going to look for her. Okay, wait. Ulrich is Toma mother. She's with Barca in not cry. Actually, I'm assuming that that's her mother and not his father. I'm sure you feel the same, Absolutely. Be sure to come back when you get the chance. Thank you both. Honestly, if I hadn't run into Sorkaya, I'd have struggled to even begin catching up on everything that's changed here. Think nothing of it. Oryx joined the Knights of Favonius before me, and it's my pleasure to assist her family. Besides, I'm rather enjoying my time with you. Hearing a Mondstadter's first-hand account of Inazuma beats learning about it from reports any day. If you're interested in hearing more, maybe we can exchange addresses? There's a lot of things that can't be explained in a few words over drinks. Gladly, just address your letters to the Knights of Favonius, and on your end, you can send them to the Yashiro Commission in Inazuma. Only half a day back home and I've run into an old friend and met a new one who even knows my family. That's too much good fortune not to toast. Cheers! Ooh, Death Afternoon. Now that's strong stuff. Of course it is. Oh dear, are you caught alright? I wish I could handle stronger liquor, but phew! I can already feel my face turning redder than a beet just after just one glass. Nothing embarrassing about it. Surprising. Alright could drink most sailors under the table. Yeah, I remember tagging along with her to Knights of Favonius banquets. They were right here at the Angel Share. Then all the adults were drinking dandelion wine and apple cider, and I was the only one stuck drinking the non-alcoholic version. Drove me mad too. Huh. Let me guess what happened next. You snag a taste of the grown-up drinks. Busted. I swept my glass with one of the adults, and I recalled being seated near the kitchen. What Mondstadt kid hasn't pulled that trick at least once? Diluc and I did something similar when we were children. I knew it. There are some things only fellow Mondstadters really understand. Anyway, that drink burned young me's throat like wildfire. Later, my mother sent some apple cider to Inazuma. I thought the taste might be mellower than I remembered, given it had been so long. Nope, still burned all the way down. I ended up having to share the rest with the other Kamisato retainers, but they loved it. Gave me a whole pile of gifts too, which I sent back here along with my letter. Huh. There was a time Ulrich was passing out Inazuman snacks to everyone. Is that why? Maybe. Did you try to get any? I did. Tango, I believe. Good stuff, Dad. To whom at the Yashiro Commission do I owe my thanks? The tango... I think that was Miss Kamisato. Lord Kamisato sent tempura. Hirotatsu sent seasoned onigiri. Just 2 bottles for a whole smorgasbord of snacks. Well, like mother, like son. That was your kindness and enthusiasm being gifted back to you, I'd say. You may not have heard, but when your mother left for Notcry, we knights threw her a farewell party here. It was supposed to be a small event, but so many people attended that the place was packed. Take it from someone with first-hand experience. Free-spirited and thoughtful, gentle and kind. Ulrich's the very model of a knight. Looks like the apple doesn't fall far from your family's tree, Toma. She'll be thrilled to hear that. Next time I write to her, I'll be sure to pass your kind words along. Maybe toss in a bottle of good Inazuman sake. But for now, how about we switch to non-alcoholic cider? Fine by me, a little variety never hurt anyone. Between having heard your tales and making a new friend, this round's on me, yours included, honorary knight. Don't mind if I do. By the way, Toma, you never finished telling those yokai legends you mentioned before. You, Toma, and Kaya talked of the tales of Inazuman yokai, okay. Kitsune and Bake Tanuki making a bet? Haha, now that's a story. Actually, it's not a story, it's true. If you should ever visit Inazuma, you can come find me at the Yashiro Commission. I'll introduce you to real yokai. In Inazuma, whether Oni or Tengu, they work honest jobs like everyone else. I'm already looking forward to it. Today's drinking session has been most fruitful. Then it's settled. I expect they'll all be thrilled to have you as their new friend. Aww. You treated us today, next time it'll be on me. Huh, you really are your mother's son. Every bit as generous. I'll hold you to it.
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
That was amazing. I wanna see Doma interacting with other Mondstadt characters in the future. Okay. If I don't find anyone else, I will go back to Natlan and see if Jansan appeared at the crafting bench. Yay! Wait. Oh. Okay, so then he must be on top. I was like, oh, is he at Mercy Village? But apparently not. He's just at Elina's.
Monsieur Neuvillette! It's been so long. I'm really sorry. Are we late?
No, I was just early. You were right on time.
We're here to pick you up. The other Melusines are back in the village making you dinner.
Thanks for making the journey. Today, I'll be interviewing you on behalf of Mercy Village.
Oh god.
Monsieur Neuvillette! Please, take this flower. I just picked it for you. Monsieur Neuvillette! Monsieur Neuvillette! Monsieur Neuvillette!
Okay.
Hey! Relax. He's not hard of hearing, you know. Be polite.
No, but I get it.
It's all right. Hello, everyone. I'm delighted to see all of you as well. Did you all receive the gifts I had sent over earlier?
We did! Everyone loves them.
Of course.
Zana really liked the components you gave her, and she got you a thank you gift. Virida liked them a lot too. She used them to make a pistol.
Are you making a pistol?
That's right! I'll definitely join the Marechaussee Phantom soon. Please believe in me.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. The process itself is already extraordinarily meaningful. I believe you will learn and gain much.
As for me, I've already hung up the skirt you got me. One day, when I'm a real journalist, I'll wear it when I give you an official interview.
Don't get ahead of yourself, Lomé. Monsieur Neuvillette is usually really busy. If you want to interview him, you'll have to apply first, then follow the proper procedures to make an appointment.
What are procedures?
Do you mean those super amazing people at horticultural fairs who can grow anything? I've seen them! No, procedures. And they're... well, I don't know either. But that's what Sadine wrote in her letter. Anyway, she also mentioned that there was one day when Monsieur Neuvillette was so busy, he didn't even have time to drink water. How could the Palais Mermonia be so cruel?
I know.
Regarding that particular problem, well, I shall be more careful in the future.
We're all really concerned about your health. It'd be nice if you spent less time working and gave yourself more time to rest instead.
Yes, I agree. Am I a Melusine, actually?
Oh no, we got sidetracked, didn't we? How far into the interview did we get?
You haven't even started, Lomé. You're still in the reporting stage.
All right. No, wait, that's not right. I still have a ton of questions. We'll need to find a place to sit down for a nice long talk. And don't you worry. Seren told me how tall you are and how you bumped your head the last time you squeezed into one of our homes. So I've already gone and moved all the tables and stools outside.
Thank you for being so considerate. I feel much better now.
I still prefer being in Mercy Village. We might bump our heads, but it's wonderful.
Fontaine, too, has a number of superb places. Today I brought some water sent from Snezhnaya. Unfortunately, the long delivery time has warmed it to room temperature, and I cannot say if the taste will be affected.
Then let's hurry up and drink it. It'll be super refreshing with some fresh poisson champ pie.
Yeah, come on, everyone. Let's bring Monsieur Nuvulette back home pronto. Hey!
Come on, let's go, Monsieur Nuvulette.
Stop. It's so cute. I've always wanted to see that. He really is like a father to them. What the fuck is Dia doing in Fontaine? My heart.
Merciless. Merciless.
Okay, let's get one more clip. Yeah, those moves are perfect. Here on vacation, Dia? Traveler, small world. Actually, I was brought on as a bodyguard for a Fontanian merchant ship recently. We docked at Maritime Harbor 2 days ago, and it'll be a while before we depart, so I figured I'd do some city sightseeing. I'd heard merchants raving about Fontanian clockwork mecha. Gotta say, they weren't kidding. The craftsmanship's exquisite, and those dance moves? Now that's what I call elegance. I was just thinking, steps like those would be perfect for a human dancer too. You're into dancing too, Dia? Kinda? This is for my lady Dunyarsad and Nilu though. They're working on some new choreography and have been asking around for ideas. I was just thinking I could record these mechanical dancers and have them view the clips. Who knows, might spark some ideas. Still, that tall one, Coppelius, right? His moves seem to require some power to pull off. Not only does he have to spin his partner around at high speed, but he also needs to lift her up. That's gonna take some serious strength. Between my lady and Nilu, who's gonna do that exactly? What if you took on the leading role? Me? Oh no. I can muddle my way through some simple steps, but a complex routine? Not my thing. Last time Dunyarsad dragged me onto the dance floor, the beat ran circles around me. I kept stepping on her dress and we both nearly tripped. During the break she changed into a short skirt and had me follow her lead. Did you have a good time? Dancing with her? Of course I liked it, but I'm just not cut out to be a dancer, no matter how you slice it. Still, if she wants to practice a dance like this, I'll just have to grit my teeth and try to take the lead. Guess I'll have Dunyarsad dig that old skirt out once I get back. Looks like it'll finally see some use again. Okay. My cat just threw my bottle to the floor with his tail. I was just gonna say that they're the true pairing. Dia and Dunyarsad. Nothing would make me happier than seeing them together again. Oh, Kiwawa again. Is she at the same place again? Trying to unburn her mouth. Yep. I'm stuffed, and this time my tongue was safe from being burned by heat or spice. Thanks, Chongyun. No trouble at all, miss. With a well-stocked kitchen like Xiangling's, making a bowl of noodles is nothing. See, what I say. Told you I knew someone who makes delicious cold dishes. You're here too, Chongyun? That's right. Chongyun's signature dish, cold noodles with mountain delicacies. It's just perfect for Kirara. I was passing through the area when Xiangling came up to me. She said she had something really urgent she needed my help with, so I followed her, and wound up making a bowl of noodles with some sides for Miss Kirara. When you put it like that, thanks to his condition, Chongyun can't handle hot or spicy foods either. Yes, a happy coincidence. I used one of my recipes to prepare a simple meal. Thankfully, it seems to suit Miss Kirara's taste too. Chongyun, come on, no need to act like a stranger. If you keep this up, I won't take you to see Ioroi or Ito. Ioroi and Ito? Why them? Chongyun said he's always wanted to see supernatural creatures, but for some reason he's never managed to. Ito's a full-blooded Oni, and Ioroi is a proper great yokai. And it just so happens that I can make the introductions. Well, you are a yokai too. Great yokai? Do they, Miss Kirara, what exactly are the spirits and monsters of Inazuma like? Do they ever harm people with magic? If they're really fierce, I can always ask the Lanyan from Chenyu Vale's Lan clan. Okay, that's a long title. To help. Her family's Chimenards will definitely be able to subdue them. Right, and there's also my friend Xingqiu. His swordsmanship is top-notch, and he'll definitely help. That's just the sort of noble soul he is. Chongyun, buddy, about that. Calm down a sec. Hey, don't get the wrong idea, Chongyun. Ioroi and Ito are both good people, good yokai. The worst, and I mean the absolute worst, thing that Ito has ever done is refusing to admit he lost a card game. He still owes me Tricolor Tango for that. Ioroi is also nice, it's just, every time I pass through Chinshu Forest, he drags me into playing hide and seek. Huh? That's completely different from what I've read. Hehe. The books also say that everyone in Liyue stands on swords while they surf through the skies. Don't believe everything you read. That settles it. You're taking the boat with me in a few days. I'll take you to see them, and my granny too. Very well. I'll start getting ready now. Right. And I'll need to bring my yokai booklet too. Amazing. Let's go, Chongyun, let's go. Nothing over here. Oh fuck. Not Sino again.
Merciless.
You're exactly at the same place. What do you want now?
There should be enough bark samples. Next, soil collection.
What you doing?
I came here to assist Tainari with collecting plant samples. He directed me to come collect bark around here. But these trees are covered in mushrooms, and I have to clear them away. It's not easy. I can't help but wonder just how these mushrooms got to that size.
Environmental factors?
Right. Tainari also talked about how the environmental factors influencing the growth of fungi are extremely complex and varied, each interacting with the others. Even the smallest change in one variable can greatly impact their growth process.
I thought you were from Spantamat, Sino.
No, I've simply been pondering a question these past few days.
I don't want to know.
Do you know why fungi only grow on trees and not on grilled meat?
Eh?
Because that's what they've always done. They're all...
Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it.
vegetarians.
Okay, I don't get it. Why fungi only grow on trees and I don't... They're all vegetarians. I'm glad I didn't get it. So glad. So happy. Anyone in Natlan? Peiso and Kirara and Miko. Anyone else? No. 3. Oh. Ah, and just like that, she's left. She looked like she was in pain too. Must have had to go take her medicine. So, what's it about this time? Oh, just in time, traveler. Remember that case from before? I already cracked it. Elementary for dear Hazel, I see. I suppose I can tell you the whole story. You look like you might explode from curiosity otherwise. She probably won't come after me for leaking the case details. In short, the culprit was a student who frequented second-hand bookshops. Too poor to buy books, he just read them on sight. One day he wrote a letter confessing his love to the girl he admired in secret and planned to slip it into her desk. But in the end, shyness got the better of him and he retrieved it unopened. Dejected, he began to head home. On the way, he wanted to crumple the letter into a ball and toss it, but couldn't bear to do that either, so he began mindlessly fanning himself with it. Just then, he passed by a second-hand bookshop, so to distract himself from his problems, he decided to head in and finish the novel he'd started reading a few days earlier. After finishing The Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With, he returned home, only to discover that his love letter was nowhere to be seen. Wait, he didn't leave the letter stuck inside the book, did he? Exactly, he had accidentally used his love letter as a bookmark while reading. By the time he realized his mistake and returned to retrieve it, he found that the book had already been sold, and the shopkeeper couldn't recall the buyer's name. If anyone saw that letter. The poor kid must have been driving himself crazy, thinking, if anyone reads that, I'm done for. I've got to get it back no matter what. Desperate, turned the modus operandi he'd read about in that same crime novel to retrieve it. I don't know if it's because he's actually really talented, due to the book's meticulous and detailed descriptions, or maybe because Inazuma City's been so safe lately that nobody bothers with basic precautions. But he succeeded. He used the criminal techniques in the book to conduct the numerous break-ins and threw all of Hanamisaka into chaos. As the case was initially pretty minor, only the Doshin were assigned to the case at first, but as investigators told out, the public got more and more restless. So Madame Kushasara assigned me to take charge. Fortunately, it wasn't too complicated, and as for the process, well, I'd say things went pretty smoothly. How'd you catch the guy? Well, I didn't really catch him per se. One of the Doshin from the station bought a copy of The Flesh-Eating Tree That You Shouldn't Mess With. He was going on about how I gotta see for myself how good a book that can make a criminal willing to risk it all is. And when he opened it, the letter just fell out. After reading this baffling love letter, everything clicked. So I just picked a time when classes were about to finish, intercepting a little criminal on his way out. He didn't even try to run. Of course he did. Turned his tail and was about to bolt when the second he saw me. So I just said, "If you run, I'll show the letter to your crush's deskmate." No sooner had I finished speaking than he meekly surrounded. Hazel, you're terrifying. Don't detectives walk the path of righteousness? It was a bluff. I'd never actually follow through with something that low. You might be a kid, but a crime is a crime, and crimes come with consequences. You'll have to take responsibility and pay all the restitution required. He was a bit too good at it. Feels like he's got a very dangerous talent. Ha. That's why I say that crime novels romanticize crime end up desensitizing people to it. Something like this isn't really illegal, right? No harm, no foul. It's no big deal. Once ideas like this start warming into people's minds, they might unknowingly turn into fools who cross the line. Traveler, do you think like that? Nuh-uh, absolutely not. Haha, really? It's okay if you do. It's only a crime if you act on such thoughts, after all. Oh, would you look at the time? I should head back to the station. The pile of cases on my desk isn't going to solve itself. After a debacle like this, I'm sure it won't be long before Madame Cujo takes us all on another public safety lecture tour. Let's just hope we don't have any idiot copycat criminals. Otherwise, overtime beckons. Again. Hopefully you don't get too much overtime, Hazel.
Merciless.
Okay. My cat is just stepping on the keyboard. And what is Chungyun? Oh, kind and generous Ioroi. And all other Tanuki. I promise I'll bring you lots of treats next time, so please let me go this once.
And here I thought you were a fast runner, little Nekomata. Yet you can't even catch a few little tanuki? Youth these days, no discipline at all.
Hirata, what are you doing here?
Oh, the hide-and-seek master has shown himself. Ask him for lessons.
Traveler, please help me to reason with Ioroi. I really don't have time to play today. I've got a whole pile of deliveries left. Every time a delivery takes me through Chinchu Forest, Ioroi stops me and has me play hide and seek with a little tanuki. It's fun to play with them every now and then, but when it's every single time, well, I'm on the clock. After all, it's not like I can just sit around here all day every day like Ioroi.
You insolent little Nekomata! I am Ioroi, hidden protector of the grove. It is a most heavy responsibility I bear. What do you mean, sit around here? Do you mean to say that I am idle?
A heavy responsibility, huh? True enough. You're pretty heavy, now that you're a big old rock. But that's not the point. Hurry up and lift the barrier spell, or I'm gonna be late delivering my packages.
Why are young yokai all so impetuous? Did you really think I'd hinder your duties? Yobu Koban, has the package been delivered?
Yes, left it on the table.
Huh? Wait. When did you... My package?
Ha! Still so young, little yokai. I knew who the package was for the moment you set foot in my forest. And while you wandered about, had Yobu Koban go and...
My delivery receipt.
What's wrong? Why are you suddenly radiating such intensity?
My delivery receipt is stuck on top of the box. If they don't sign it, then the delivery isn't considered complete. And if they throw away the box, I may as well have never delivered the package at all. this delivery was for nothing, then you're not getting any moss cleaned next time I'm in Chinchu Forest. And once you're all overgrown, you'll just be a big dumb rock that nobody can even see.
Yeah, you come back! Gyobu Kalban after her! You absolutely positively must help her get that receipt thingy back.
That's unfortunate.
Hello, traveler. Are you here for a fortune slip? Apologies, but now isn't the best time.
I mean, I still see 3 boxes, so your stall's ready, right?
It is, and so are the bamboo slips within. However, we've run out of the corresponding fortune slips. That is, the paper slips expounding on the fortune.
That's a thing that happens? So, when will I be able to draw one?
That depends on your fortune. We are currently preparing new slips.
And how do I check that fortune?
Draw a slip.
And when can I draw a slip?
That depends on your fortune.
We're going in circles, you know.
We are. And you've looped around to a great fortune indeed.
Wait, how do you know that?
Oh my. I was just wondering who wandered by. Why, it's you, little one. Are you here for a fortune slip?
That's right. But Ringo said they were long gone.
That they are, yes. Everyone in Inazuma seems to be getting more anxious by the year. Oh, won't someone think of the rising paper consumption? We just restocked earlier too, and poof, gone again. Even the great fortune slips are nearly gone. Oh, truly, the troubles of being a Guji never cease. Still, you're in luck today. Here you are, Ringo. 300 fresh, good fortune slips written by yours truly in a single sitting. Should be enough to tide us over.
300? Just how long will it take to go through those?
Well now, that depends on everyone's fortune, of course. Now, little one, aren't you here to seek yours? Go on. I'll cover your eyes while you draw a slip. Now be sure to draw well. These aren't your everyday fortunes, you know. These are Guji Yai's special slips. See? Ringo was right. Yours is a great fortune after all.
Heard that? How?
Oh, come now. You're in the Grand Narukami Shrine. Is it so strange that my ears would be a little sharper within its bounds? This fortune slip was personally written by the current Guji of the Grand Narukami Shrine herself, Yai Miko, so it's quite potent. Guard it well, lest it ends up in the hands of a tanuki or baku. All right then. As always, I leave the rest to you, Ringo.
Yes, Lady Guji.
Huh? By the rest, you mean?
That's exactly what she means. What Lady Guji wrote were the good fortune slips. The bad ones are yet to be completed.
Alas, any fortune I write would simply be too potent. Surely such power shouldn't be used to foretell doom and gloom. Safer then to have dear Ringo pen the misfortune slips. The well-being of every visitor to our shrine is at stake. Now, I'm off to write the modest fortunes. Do enjoy your wonderful fortune today, little one.
She's just trying to slack off, is she?
Please enjoy your wonderful fortune today, traveler.
Ah. Where is it? Here. Awesome. Another sign. Should probably go to the other teleport waypoint. Oh, it's right here.
I'm serious. You should let me come with you. Or, if not me, then at least find some mercenaries to join you.
A large group moves too slowly. Speed is what we need to catch a fugitive like him.
But...
That's enough. Proceed as planned. We have to get him on the first try.
Yes, General Mahamatra.
Nayav makes a quick exit. Trouble brewing?
Nothing major. A scholar made a prohibited device and fled the academia with it. We're already in pursuit. We've decided to act discreetly to avoid alarming the general public.
Sounds like you're going alone then.
Affirmative. The plan is all set. Other Matra will prepare the trap, and I will go alone and drive him into it. He's cunning. He's already outwitted multiple Matra tracking him, and some sustained significant injuries. But he won't escape this time.
I know you won't fail, Zaina.
Don't worry. I'm just scaring a cowardly little jackal. It'll jump into the trap on its own. If it resists, then the sands will claim it. It's fine. I handle cases like this all the time. There won't be any surprises.
Not even a single joke. Can't say I'm used to this side of you yet.
Sorry. Inspiration eludes me for now. I'll be sure to tell you a good one once I get back.
Oh, it's okay. You can keep it. Save it for Tainari or for any other better time. Huh? Are we gonna talk about Dunyarzad again?
Merciless.
I'll expedite it, but custom-made clothes normally take longer to make. Should you leave before they're ready, I'll ship them to you via Komini Express.
Understood. You have my thanks.
Oh, it's nothing. You gave me very precise measurements to work with. This shouldn't take too long. Oh, and if you'd like, I can tailor dancing clothes for you as well.
Huh? I don't need any. I'm just buying this so I can practice with my lady. Normally I'd never get any use out of them.
Is that so? Yet your eyes lingered on every single article of dancewear in my boutique. If I'm not wrong, you favor satin? With wave motifs and shorter hems? With ties on the wrists and sashes at the waist.
Wait, when did you... That's so specific.
I merely followed your gaze and made a few simple observations. So, how's about it? If you'd like your own outfit, now's the perfect time to have one made. Short on moral.
No, that's not it. I brought enough, but...
So you're hesitating for other reasons. Do you have any coins with you?
Huh? Yeah, I got some, but...
Flip one. Heads buy, tails don't.
Deciding things with a coin cost? Wow. Deciding things with a coin toss. That feels pretty arbitrary. Yeah, that's way too random. I actually...
Toss it. Now, the moment you do so, you'll know what your heart wants.
Tia takes out a coin and flips it. It rotates in the air a few times before she catches blah, 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 slamming her right over it.
So, heads or tails? You needn't look. If right now part of you was whispering, please be heads. It's time for you to buy yourself a new outfit. Don't miss out on something you truly want because of some meaningless concerns you may have.
Alright, boss. Make me some clothes.
Excellent. Step inside and you can tell me about your requirements. Over some tea, of course. Traveler, care to join us? We can take your measurements while we're at it.
I'm good, thanks.
Suit yourself. Just drop by during our normal operating hours when you'd like to place an order. I trust you know when those are by now. Ms. Dia, this way, please.
Stop, that reminded me of a bit in Smosh. Stop. Oh, but I saw someone, but no. Okay, let me try see if Ian-san is here. Oh. She's not. Weird. Well, I tried. What? Genshin isn't even an option. But I swear she was here the other day. Are you? How come I haven't seen her at all yet? Okay. Well, I think that's it.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
Thank you, Skirk, for the very happy praise. What? I'm gonna end stream now. I'm extremely hungry. And I need some coffee. So yeah. But it was fun. And I'll probably keep thinking about Skirk's weapon lore. Let's see. I wanna raid today again. We're gonna be raiding Halcyon. She's playing Sumeru Archon Quest. She's starting it today, and yes, I know it's an old quest by now, but as far as I know, she started playing near the beginning and then stopped, and now she's back. So yeah, she's carrying on from where she left. But yeah. Oh. My cat decided to sit on my mouse. I'm sorry about that. So yeah, we're going over there.
I'm heading east. Don't you come with me?
Okay.
See you over in the west then.
I'll see you some other time. Have a good day.
Where do we come from?
Bye-bye.
And where are we going?
relaxing process if you don't keep your voice down.
Is the ability to not get